Hello guys, today we will cover the topic of smoke testing and we will cover it in a practical way. So first, basically when we receive the build is a software that we have to perform testing on it. So if we receive the build or if we receive the software in a mail in our organization, then we copy that URL. Basically it comes in the form of a URL. So basically we copy that URL. So think we are copying it from the uh, email. Okay, just think about it, just assume it. So I'm copying it from there, and when we copied it, and we will go to the Google search screen. Basically we will paste it here in a search bar, in a Google search bar, and after pasting it here, and when we click on enter button, that will display the login screen to us. Okay, but if it appears like it display the only white screen, or it display the 404 page not found white screen also, and it display like fluctuating screen. Okay, in that way we can consider as our build or our software, it is not stable for further testing. Okay, so basically in smoke testing we check our software or our build is stable for further testing or not. Okay, basically we test it. And smoke testing is basically a initial testing process to go for the further testing. So smoke testing also known as, it is the initial testing process. Okay, so I am clicking on enter button. We can check, we can see login screen displaying correctly. Okay, if it display like white screen here, or it display like 404 page not found here, or the page is fluctuating, in that case we can say that our build or software is not stable for further testing, and in that case we have the right to in that case we have the right to reject the build. Okay, in smoke testing we have the proper right to reject the build if build is not stable for further testing. Okay, and build is a software that we have to perform testing on it. Okay, and now there is one more thing. In smoke testing we check the functionalities, we check the modules uh, uh, that is given to you for the particular sprint. So if it is mentioned like you have to perform testing on login page, login is a module also, and you have to perform testing on login dashboard, and like course module, managing, etc. In that case we have to check all the things normally. How? So we can perform here, like I'm entering my credentials. After entering my credentials, if we click on login button, and suppose we are not able to log in it. Okay, in that case we also say that our core functionalities means that functionalities which is given to you to perform testing. Okay, so that functionality is not opening, or you are not able to move further. So in that case you can say that our functionality is not working, there is a issue, so I cannot accept this build. Okay, and basically it test your core functionality in that case. Now we are going further. So I have entered my username, I have entered my password. Now I'm clicking on login button. You can say that we have logged in successfully. Okay, and after login it, you have to perform like testing on dashboard, manage about, courses, testimonials, manage content and other modules. So these are the basically modules which is mentioned in a mail, like you have to perform testing on that modules. Okay, so in that case we can say that this is the our core modules or core functionalities. In that functionality we have to perform testing thoroughly, but before going to thoroughly we have to test it normally. How? Basically we have to click on that modules and check these modules are opening or not. Okay, like I'm clicking on manage about, and we can say that this manage about modules is opening, are able to open. Okay, and we are clicking on courses. There's more two more options, like we are clicking on it, and we can see that this course tab also is opening. Okay, so in that case we checked it normally. Is it open or not? Okay, are we able to open it or not basically? So we can also call it as a normal health checkup. Basically we are normally checking the our modules because before going to the thoroughly. Okay, and there is one more thing, like we also call it as a confidence testing. Why we call it as a confidence testing? Basically when we check our modules normally, and it is working fine, we are able to open it perfectly successfully, then we get the confidence to work on that step, then to work on that build, to work on that software. Okay, that is stable for further testing. So we called it as a confidence testing. Okay, it is and we also call it as a build acceptance testing. Okay, we also call it as a build acceptance testing. Why we called it as a build acceptance testing? First build is a software that we have to perform testing on it. Okay, and in smoke testing we can check our core functionalities are working fine or not, it is opening or not, and all are working fine, that we can then we call it as a build acceptance testing, and we go for the further testing after that. Smoke testing is also an initial testing process. Okay, it is initial testing process in which first we have to test the core functionalities normally. Okay, that's why we call it as a it is the initial testing process. If all the things are working fine in initial testing process, then we mark it as a successful, and we accept the build, and we go for the further testing after that. Okay, basically it is the smoke testing. Now we go for the theory part. In theory you can see that I have written definition for it, like smoke testing is also known as confidence testing, build acceptance testing, and normal health checkup testing. Okay, it is done to verify whether core means whether core functionality is core means like the modules that you have given to you for to perform testing. Okay, these modules are opening or not, are able to open or not. Okay, we have to check out. Basically it is done to verify whether code or functionalities of the system are working fine or not, are you able to open it or not. System is your software. Smoke testing is an initial testing process to check whether the software under test is stable or ready for further testing or not. Means the software that is given to you for the testing is stable for further testing or not, we have to check. Okay, this is called a smoke testing. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.